Yeah, so I'm going to put this on it. I might do anyway, on a box. So I need, this is a conversation with my friend, can I name you?
Yes, you can.
Julian Woodcock.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. As part of my research.
What's the research for, George?
Something I've started that I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I might ask you about objects.
Okay, I love that word.
Good.
And
Or
I
things, if you prefer.
I'm glad there are objects, because I suppose that's existence, isn't it?
Shit, see, there you go already. What, as a proof?
Ah, yeah.
Are they proof?
Wow.
Or is it our perception of them that is proof?
Well, I thought about this, and I think it's called the anthropic principle, where people believe... Whoa!
No, carry on, that's good. That's like the people who are viewing this have just gone...
You've just perceived something.
We haven't moved at all, it's you, the
it's in your
viewer.
imagination.
Go on, carry on.
It's where people believe the world doesn't exist outside their perception.
Is that the anthropic principle?
Yes, it is. It's that twig
Really?
snapping in the forest thing.
If
Well,
the
I don't
tree-
know. I think it
If
is.
the tree falls
I
out.
perceived that off of a TV programme in about 1987. I don't know if I imagined that.
Look at this, this is good. This is like
The
Star
world's
Trek.
moving. Objects are not.
We're not
stationary.
moving, we're slightly wobbly, but everybody's
Yeah.
shifting over to the left
That
when
is
we
good.
go over to the
Yeah,
bottom.
that could be a really good film.
This
effect.
film is an exercise in perception in itself. Although it's going towards you every time, I've probably been cropped.
Ah,
Am
yeah,
I
well,
back
just lean
there?
over this way. But that's, I think, well, for the sake of argument, we'll call that for this.
That's because you're going over and
Oh yeah.
the bumps
Speed.
on that side. Come back up.
Let's if we call that the anthropic principle for this film. I might have got that terminology completely wrong.
Okay, right.
Look it up. You should look it up. Do some
Oh,
research at home.
okay.
And
That's why I was interviewed, so I don't have to.
but then also you've got to take into account things like the angle of how much how much of the electromagnetic spectrum does a human being perceive.
Right.
So, let's just take the spectrum of light. You know, we can see.
That bit to that bit. Above infrared, below ultraviolet.
That's right. Whereas bumblebees can see ultraviolet,
But not a lot of infrared.
and pit vipers have infrared sensors.
Do they?
Yeah. And
For living things?
cats can construct like wireframe AutoCAD objects in their head through their whiskers. Oh,
They never do that.
they can.
Right, if you get a chance without ramming an oncoming object, see if you can go over a speed bump, the next set, with the right hand wheel going over instead of the left. See if the camera moves that way.
Okay.
Oh, that was good.
There's a little
No, you
shuffle.
can't do it. We're gonna crash.
So, but then I had a conversation with a friend of mine called David, and
This is a monologue,
his
isn't it?
father
This is
was
an
a
interview.
vicar,
Right. Theology.
and we were sort of talking about religion and perception and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I put forward that anthropic principle, not necessarily as something that I
Come on, we're on the internet. Speed it
believe
up.
to be true.
Yeah.
Not something I believe to be true, but
But just
here
to
we go.
put it out there.
Oh,
Nice.
just to see what he said,
Yeah.
and he pointed to the soapstone, which is like a marbly type form in the middle, like they're little tiles on my table.
Right.
And he pointed to them.
Stone. Yeah.
And he said, these patterns or whatever were formed however many billion years ago.
Yeah.
And I thought, you're just perceiving that, David. But I went, okay. And he also said, because Because we're using words.
I
here.
don't. Was that an argument to
No.
your thing, or was he
I
just
don't-
showing off, or what?
I think he was saying
Was he just
the
doing what?
anthropic principle is just a sort of theory, but
I
that's
don't
not
think
how
he
it is.
got it. That wasn't a. That's something
No, I think
we
he did
do.
get
You'd
it.
say something, and I wouldn't be that interested in it, and then just say what I wanted to say anyway, as a
Yeah.
platform for showing off and saying something clever that I thought of earlier.
I don't know, because I thought, well, you're right. There's all of this evidence around, like fossils and dinosaur bones, to suggest a world. You know, the world obviously existed, or it seems like a world existed before me and after me. But I don't think of before me and after me.
But that's like
I
saying.
think I'm eternal.
That's like saying. That's like going into the forest where the trees falling down that nobody's witnessed, so it never happened. Going into the forest and pointing at a tree that's fallen down and saying, "Look, there's evidence that the tree fell down."
That's right, because I could have just said, well, that marble's just appeared in front of your eyes now. Couldn't I? Or could I?
I don't know.
In the same evening, he told me that words describe and numbers explain. When we were talking about words and language. Language as well, not
Well,
necessarily.
that
big.
sounds, don't know, to someone who's into pure maths probably would agree with that. And someone in, you know,
Because
a
I
court,
use number
a
two,
lawyer probably would.
number two to describe a shit. So in that respect, it's not always true, is it?
No, flawed, massively flawed. I don't know why I hang out with him.
He's really
he's a
nice. I really
douchebag.
like David. He's nicer than a lot of people.
Me.
Not
That's
nicer
the
than
joke. So, right, that's your take on objects.
Oh,
Just
that
going
went-
on
that
about,
went away from
going
objects
on
bit.
about perception. I thought you might say something about this fork, which I'm about to take a picture of. I think that's the.
objects.
I'm gonna
inwards.
turn this off. Thank you.
Right.
So you can.